My name is John Bramah. I'm the Chief Financial Officer at Sealanes. Sealanes is a family company that's been operating in Western Australia for not far off 100 years now. We're focused on the food service industry, so we supply food to cafes, restaurants, hotels, prisons, mine sites, offshore installations and general shipping. So both ship providoring and land-based customers, but both we're on selling food. So we're a logistics business. We currently have around about 200 employees and turn over almost $150 million. Sealanes has had a past where there's been relatively little competition in Western Australia, and the business managed to grow very successfully. In the last 10 years, that scenario has changed dramatically, with a number of national and international players moving into the Western Australian market, and that's driven down prices that we're able to charge to customers and forced us to become much more focused on managing the costs of our business, but also understanding the sales that we're making. I started with Sealanes over 5 years ago now, and as soon as I got here, I realised that the ability to assess trends and assess how the business was performing, particularly by reference to how things had changed over time, was non-existent with our current reporting system. But within our current reporting system, there was a lot of information that would facilitate that. We just needed a mechanism to get it out. I hadn't been particularly familiar with business intelligence packages, but we went and looked at around about 5 different packages, and really BusinessObjects was the one that struck me as being the most capable whilst being the most easy to use. I mean, which was important because I hadn't come from somewhere where I knew how business intelligence worked particularly, or had a particular keenness for any particular package. So BusinessObjects out of the box was the one that impressed us most in the procurement process, and I guess the procurement process is inherently tricky, but certainly so when you buy, you don't know really whether you've selected the best option, but certainly ever since we put BusinessObjects in, we've been very happy that what we selected was the right package for us. Key goal of business intelligence was to enable us to expand our information manipulation ability. We had plenty of good information. It was just impossible to get the sense out from that information of what it was telling us was happening, and therefore how we could use the information to decide what to do. So really the goal of using BusinessObjects for business intelligence was really to start using information to drive the decisions that the business was making, rather than gut feel. Particularly to start with, we had very good data, but no good information on our sales, and understanding, building a sales universe, and understanding the detail of our sales, how we were performing, how different customers were performing, how we were performing in different industries, and also how our actions impacted on our sales in terms of margins and markups, and who we were choosing to sell to and promote ourselves to. We really wanted to understand how those decisions were playing out in terms of whether they benefited the business or not.